So you're trying to get this thing off the ground or you're trying to grow. And if that's not you, you're just overwhelmed. You have 235 different tools. You've opted in. You're paying $29.99 a month for just about everything. And you're asking yourself, which one of these things do I use? What do I actually need to grow and make more money? This particular episode is a foundational piece for building the damn thing. Because building the damn thing doesn't mean you use all the tools that are available. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. What building the damn thing really means is that you take the tools that are relevant and you use those tools to build and build faster. So I'm going to take this time to just, what's the right word? To stop the madness. I feel like that's it. I'm going to use this time to just stop the madness. I'm going to walk you through the DTDT tool kit, exactly what you need to use. I'm going to walk you through different tools and why you want to use them and when. And oh my gosh, if you're overwhelmed, you're going to thank me later and you can send whiskey.
Hey you, welcome to Build the Damn Thing. A place where myself, Tiffany Largy, and our amazing Do the Damn Thing coaches show you how to use your story to build it all. Whether it's your first 6 figures, your next layer of multiple 6 figures, or maybe you're on your way to $1 million. And if it's not that, it's the life of your dreams, where you are free, you are strong, and you are whole. First, we're going to show you how to use your story to build a strong foundation. And then next, we're going to show you how to use your story in sales and marketing to clean up the cracks. And last but not least, we're going to show you how to use your story to gather people. Because truth of the matter is that there's nothing stronger than being connected to people who just understand you as you are, where you are, so you can stop explaining yourself. I want to remind you that now that you're here, you are home, and I officially welcome you to our family. All right, let's get started.
What do I use? What is relevant? What do I need? Now, stay with me because I'm going to move kind of fast, and this is not going to be long. We're going to do this quick. The first thing I need you to do is write down www.dtdttools.com. We are constantly changing the tools that we think the market should be using to build their business. Now, this is not for a Fortune 500 list. This is specifically to the person who's doing under $1 million and is working on some form of a service-based business. I have to emphasize that. And you saw me looking around because I really wanted to make sure I got that right. Okay, so DTDT Tools is probably the best piece because it doesn't make everything that's available. It specifically tells you these are the things you need to use. Now, the first thing in Making Money 101 is you go out into the world, you say to the world, hey world, I'm over here doing this thing. I'm over here doing this thing. And I really want you to come over to my way so I can show you what I'm doing. You're going to see how awesome it is. And then you're going to want to buy from me. That's really what's happening in these streets. Now, in the art of that, the World Wide Webbers are going to, that's my old lady talk and I love it. The World Wide Webbers are going to take the internet and make you think that the only name of the game is for you to head to social media and bring that person closer on social media. That is not the play. What is the play is you putting out the alarm, hello, the sound horn, the bum, 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 into the world and saying, I'm over here. But when the person comes over here, here's what you don't want to do. Contrary to what every Instagram expert or self-expert or supposed guru teaches, you don't want to just have that person follow you on Instagram or on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on TikTok or any platform. That's awesome that they do. But after they do, you really want to pull them off the internet into your own world. The reason why? Because I don't own Facebook and neither do you. And neither do we own LinkedIn. And we don't own Twitter. And we don't own Instagram, TikTok, or any other of these platforms. So because we don't own them, why, oh, why would we allow our livelihood to rely on them? Which means you need a CRM. We need some form of a link in which the person clicks and they are introduced to something that allows you to lean in. something that allows them to lean in and go, oh, I heard that message over there from this person, from this chick. Let me see what she got to say. Let me see what he's saying. Let me see what this company, what this brand is doing over there. That's called leaning in. That's step number 2 after we make noise. But they can't just lean onto your social media and be in the comment section of the post. That's no good. Your responsibility is to pull them from the post into something. I like for you to pull them into a CRM. You could also say, I'm going to pull them into a marketing tool. You could also use the language and say, I'm going to have them opt into my email list. I don't care. I just want you to pull them off the internet into something that you own. The very first thing at a minimum that you need is their email. The second thing, though, is their phone number. I'm looking for you to be able to text message in these streets. The third thing you need, which probably won't happen right out of the gate, is going to be some form of like contact, like their address, the city that they're in, their state, all of these other things. Now, in this idea around capturing the data, you get to go, okay, great. Now that they're here, I need to nurture them. I prefer the nurturing to happen in the same place as the opt-in so that it's easy. Now, you can have them opt in via a link or a page. Your goal is just to get them to give you the information. And as crazy as this sounds, the same way that you could use a tool like Keep on our DTDT tools page, we have Keep. There's others though. There's Entreport, there's Klaviyo, there's Kartra, there's ActiveWeber, ActiveCampaign, and ActiveWeber, Constant Contact, MailChimp. There's a bunch of them. We're going to recommend for the person who's just starting or trying to get their groove together, we're really going to recommend Keep. And that's what we recommend today. It's possible that at the time that you come and see DTDT Tools, that page, we're going to have something else in its place because something else has surpassed it in the market, and that's okay. But the ability to capture the data and then send them information is like gangbusters. I want to talk to them. The next tool that you need is something that allows you to talk to them. Now, the cool thing about Keep on this DTDT Tools page is that it lets you do it all at once. On some of our pages, we actually use WordPress. So I know that there's other tools like ClickFunnels that allow you to build a page, an opt-in page. We really like WordPress. I know this sounds crazy. Another tool that we like to use is Kajabi. We like simple. We like easy. We like copyable. We want to duplicate it. We don't want to build the same thing over and over and over again from scratch. So we're often looking for tools that allow us to simply hit a copy button and we can just swap out the names. We can swap out the words. We can make quick adjustments and then keep it moving. The third thing I'm going to say is that you just want to use the tool that you can use. I don't want you to believe the hype. You don't have to use the tool that everybody's using because it's the best tool and he made $1 million and he's on the 2 comma club after he used this tool. No, because nothing's worse than you getting the tool that everybody else is using, but you don't even know how to use it. And I know that you could hire someone to do it, but I'm going to tell you from experience, I would not be the level of CEO or leader that I am in good storms and in bad storms if I didn't know how to do respectively almost everything inside of the companies that I run. And I don't want you to think I'm the expert, but I definitely know how to pull my hair back and sit down and get to work and figure it out, or and Google my way through the second half of it, what I don't understand. And I want you to have that level of confidence as you think about the tools that you're going to use too. Keep makes it easy. An easy CRM is everything. WordPress for pages, Kajabi for pages. Now, if we were going to build a course and be delivering a course, we would totally do the whole thing in Kajabi. I know there's Teachable and Thinkific, and they're good. Meh. That's kind of my thought around it. Kajabi really is the leader in the game. And I'm sure somewhere on our DTDT tools page, there's a way for you to use an affiliate link. I think you get like 30 days free trial. I love Kajabi because for a flat price, they really think of everything. You can host your content. You can send out emails as well. You can send the person a course. They can even buy the course in there. Which means you don't have to have a complicated website. You don't have to do anything fancy. You could be super average and get to work and be slaying people in the streets with a course, with your intellectual property. And if you're not sure what a course is or what course you would do or what intellectual property, totally ask me the question below and we'll see if we can get you some help. Because you want to think to yourself, man, You have enough right now. If you could watch this, chances are you have access to some form of a recording device, whether it's on a computer or a phone, and you have the ability to record something, deliver it to somebody, and get paid for this thing. All right. Don't say I didn't tell you. The next here is StreamYard. So for video, we use some complicated tools, but I'm going to make it easy because video is an area you can get lost. And there's a ton of apps out there that you can use. But I'm going to tell you, for me, this is all about nurturing. I'm still in the land of nurturing, everybody. StreamYard, what I love the most about StreamYard is that we can record in there. We record videos in there. We record courses in there. We also record some of our podcasts when we're doing podcasts and we're going to take it out into the World Wide Webber. We record podcasts in there. Now, the thing that I love about it is that we can go back through the last 40, 50 pieces of recording based on their gigabyte size thing. And we can simply replay them as if they're live on Facebook, on YouTube. Oh my gosh, we can even do it on LinkedIn. With the click of a button, we can go put this thing, please, on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. You know how delicious that is? That makes it so easy for us to take old content and continue to nurture the market. We don't have to do anything current. We don't have to shoot it today. I don't even have to be here. The coolest thing about that is that they run the replay not like a replay. They run it live like something delicious. In the middle of us nurturing people on our list, this is an easy way for you to set it and forget it. Every Sunday or every first Sunday of the month, you could just take 30 videos and you could load all 30 videos and have them play from all of your channels at 9 a.m. and just teach the hell out of the market. Teach something that's good. Tell the people. We use Vimeo to display videos that we want to keep hidden from the market. The reason why we do Vimeo, not YouTube, is because YouTube will end the video and then it want to show all 200 other videos by 600 other people. And it makes it complicated on the back end because then you're really, I think like you could really put yourself in a position of just having your traffic that you're acquiring get lost. Vimeo is a little mafia, and I love that about them. They charge for their product versus free YouTube, but on the back end, we have complete control over what the client's seeing, whether we have a logo involved. Does it loop and replay? Does it just stop and show them nothing but a black wall? Like, what's the thing? And for me, that's the most exciting of this whole conversation, in all transparency. We love Vimeo. We also use it to organize our video content and for storage. Vimeo has one other feature that we don't use that I think everybody could use. If you're going to do a live event, let me tell you something. Zoom is great, and I know everybody loved them some Zoom. I'm over Zoom. I've been over Zoom. I was over Zoom during the pandemic, which is why I made big investments, thousands of dollars in other softwares. And I don't want you to think we don't ever turn on Zoom. We use Zoom for coaching calls. We use Zoom sometimes for free meetings, but over Zoom, the feel of it, the blockish, scientific, I'm bored out of my mother effing mind, like, holy shit, like I can't anymore. So I'm saying this because Vimeo has a really great event thing and world that they have built, I believe, to compete directly with Zoom. And depending on where you are, there is the regular level, the pro level, and like the super duper we're in bed with you level for Vimeo. And I don't know if we have that version today, but we have had it. And I can't tell you how many other things we were able to do in our business because of Vimeo. So when it comes to video storage, distribution, using links, there's others, but Vimeo is straightforward, black and white, and ready for the count. Okay. The second thing I'm going to say is that both of these things have storage capacity for video that makes it easy. Now, there's another tool that's on this DTDT tools page that you don't see yet. It's called Searchy. And I feel like when it comes to video, I don't know that there's anything better. And for a couple of our business practices, we'll be moving our platform to that world. I want to make that really like a statement, because what Searchy does, let me tell you, Searchy do a bunch of stuff. And there's it's very likely that in a couple of months, you're going to come back see the DTDT tools page, and I've taken all of night school and we've created a hub on Searchy. Searchy is a video storage streaming platform that allows you to, how do I even explain it? It allows you to, with ease, organize your video content. Let me tell you what this thing right here is killer. You people are sleeping on these in the streets. Listen to this. So back in the day, which was like 6 months ago, you would get a video, you'd have a video, and then you would say to yourself, okay, I'm going to record this thing on Zoom. I'm going to record it on Loom. I'm going to record it somewhere, or even on our cameras. You would take the audio file, sync, whatever. You would download it to a computer. Then you had to download it to a computer, and then you would distribute it to other platforms and do the thing. This would go in storage. This would go for the course. This is going to go out to YouTube. This is going to social media. Whew. And then if you wanted to do something else with it, you would go, okay, I need to transcribe this thing because I'm going to turn it into copy content. Oh my gosh. Now, Searchy, I found out about from my best friend, and I'm going to tell you, it changed my whole game. And there is an affiliate link, I'm sure. It gives you some type of free trial or something. It allows us to afford Matt's very expensive coffee habit, very expensive cold coffee habit. I really need to emphasize that. But when she showed me it blew my mind, because now the videos that we had recorded in Zoom or were going to record in the future, they automatically downloaded themselves to Searchy. And with a matter of 3 or 4 clicks, I could create a collection of trainings and distribute it to my client. The other thing that it allowed me to do that blew my mind, I'm only going to tell you 2 or 3 because literally like my jaw dropped. I got wet. I was like, what are we talking about? Because I'm spending like $30,000, $40,000 a quarter to do this thing that this tool for under $400 can do by a month. The second thing that it did is it allows you to take the video is automatically transcribed. So as soon as you open up the tool, it has already, without you being there, imported everything in your Zoom. Everything you did in your Facebook group, everything you did everywhere, it has already imported it into your world, and it has transcribed it for you. Do you know how huge this is? I don't have to use rev.com anymore, which we used to talk about all the time. I don't have to use anything. You talk about being excited. I was thrilled. You see how soft my voice is getting? I almost cried when I saw this tool. It's like, even as I talk through this, I'm telling you that tools are the name of the game. And it's not even about scaling. It's really about making your life easier. As at the time of this, my goal this summer is to take my team as much as we possibly can and double down, not on using tools better, but I don't want you to think it's because I want to get more. I want to do more things. It's actually because I want everybody to work a little bit less. Like, I know if we could just wrap our heads around the tools, they can make the same amount of money, if not more, work less hours and be less stressed. Not that they're stressed, but less heavy, fulfilling some of the things or doing some of the things. And it's like, tools are so much fun if we just allow them to be present. Back in the day, I used to be like, oh, I can't do it. I can't use it. It's too complicated. I'm over it. I'm not a tech person. All those same words and excuses that we use. But it's like, they're excuses and they're poor. It's like, I wasn't a mom before I became a mom, and I figured that shit out. I wasn't an employer before I became a player. I was never born a manager. I was never born a leader. I sure figured that out. I didn't grow up baking. I figured out how to make cinnamon rolls from scratch. You know, like, if it's really like a decision. You have to know what you want. Like, for me, I'm so focused on scaling and relieving the pressure in some areas and improving our cash flow in other areas that I'm like, I get it. Not even I get it. I know that it's inside of tools. It's not in the next course. It's not in me going far left. It's inside of tools. Tools are my friend. All right. So one other tool that I'm going to bring to your, actually, there's quite a bit. Okay. So Pipedrive and operations. Pipedrive, if you were to go to pipedrive.com or Pipedrive's website, we are the number one, at least at the time of this, I am the number one most watched video for being the spokesperson or a commenter or client or I don't know, a user for Pipedrive. We shot a commercial. We had a collaboration with both companies, our company Do the Damn Thing and theirs. And Pipedrive is the best thing for me. And I'm hesitating with my words because I wanted to call it a CRM, but I really want to call it a sales management tool. It's a little bit different than a CRM. A CRM really captures the data, keeps it there, we're nurturing. In your company, especially if you have a service-based company and you're meeting people in the street, you can't just keep all of your leads inside of some portal in a CRM that you're emailing and their engagement is starting online. You need a place to track all your offline things. We love using Pipedrive to track like our speaking opportunities, podcasting opportunities, things happening in the city, who we met, what did we meet them with, da-da-da-da-da. That's really how we're using Pipedrive. And the greatest part about it is like it's under $15 a month. I think our affiliate link gives you like 30-day free trial or something like that. But Pipedrive is one of my favorite. And it is responsible for me getting from 6 figures to multiple 7 figures over a decade ago when my business partners were Xerox Corporation and Hewlett Packard. And for me, it's way better than Salesforce times 1,000. And I haven't found another CRM that's as sexy as it, as clean as it, as integratable as it, as delicious as it. So whenever someone asks me, like, what do I do to manage my sales? Pipedrive. And if you're not managing your sales, you're in trouble. Like, I don't even know how else to say that. That is the truth. You have to manage your sales because your sales is the bloodline of your business. It's the bloodline of everything you're doing. And you kind of can't breathe without it. And you will go out of oxygen. And if you try to keep it all in your head or in your email or in the CRM, I promise you're going to get lost. For $15, please, for the love of Mary, Johnson, and Joseph, please implement a sales tool. For $15 a month, you can't lose. Last but not least on my list is Gusto. So there's an affiliate link there. You get $100 once you run your first payroll. It's payroll driven. I think it'll cost you like $40 a month, $30 a month. Your bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, all these other companies, ADP, Paychecks, and be like, oh, we can do your thing for you. I don't know about you, but depending on your filing status, and I'm not an accountant, so I can't tell you which one to be, but I'm going to say this. If you're an LLC, even if you're an S Corp, I want you to think to yourself that make things easier. Does it make sense to spend $40 a month to have your taxes and someone else do all the fancy stuff for you and then to get sexy ass reporting that you can use to apply for grants, that you can use to apply for programs, that you can use to respond with your taxes? Yes. Gusto is the name of the game. That affiliate link is a DTDT affiliate link. You get $100. I think it'll cost you like $40 a month. We run all of our benefits and all of our payroll and everything through Gusto. It is how we source everything. So everything to manage HR, time off, how we deliver not workbooks, but employee guides and onboarding things. Like, it is so doggone good. And we don't do enough talking about it, but Gusto is how we run everything. And at $40 a month, probably 6 years into the 10, I'm going to tell you, this thing came in through the door and saved my mother effing life. Gusto all day. Don't not pay yourself or don't not track taxes. And at a minimum, even though I can't tell you this, let's say you're like, you didn't hear this. Even if you're like, you know what, I'm not paying myself right now because I'm reinvesting everything into the business. I get it. I hear you. Reinvest everything but the taxes you need to pay the government. Let me just say this. Reinvest everything but the taxes you need to pay the government. Make life easy. Like, if you can just set it up where you get a paper check and you get it pays your taxes, state, federal, FICA, all the other BS, sends it, keeps up with the latest laws. Boy, you can't tell me nothing in these streets. This is a must. All right. So I hope you have loved this talk about tools. This is so random, but tools are important and they will change your game. See ya.
I hope that episode was amazing for you and you are closer to building the damn thing. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts were, what part you loved, and the action that you're going to go take. Because the truth of the matter is that the person who wins is not the person who gets there first. It's the person who takes action first. Now, I've got a gift for you, and it is at www.stracthustle.com. It is imperative that you run there and you see all types of goodies, starting with the 7 must-haves that you've got to put when telling your story. There is so much deliciousness awaiting for you. I would love nothing more than for you to go ahead and give us a thumbs up and a 5-star review on not just this episode, but this entire series of How Do You Build the Damn Thing. Like always, if there's anything that we can do to make your week, day, or month better, please let us know. And more importantly, I can't wait to see you live. Whether it's at Do the Damn Thing Live or in one of our communities, or maybe you're just hanging out with us on social media. What I know to be true is that I am meant to connect with you somewhere, and I can't wait for that day to happen. And more importantly, I can't wait to see what you build.